Hi, this is Shauna, and I'm here with my friend Pam, and she volunteers with the Jeffco Schools Foundation Serving Kids program. And I found out about this program, been working with you all since 2012, I think it was,
Yeah.
2011 maybe, when I started doing it, because you all take in clothing and send it out to our Jeffco kids. And there's no charge, there's no anything. I know school staff say that it's just absolutely amazing. And they rely on this program to take care of a lot of our needy kids in our schools. And I realized at that time when I started doing this with you that my kid was outgrowing her clothes on a regular basis. And they weren't born or anything else. And I didn't have any other kids to give things to. And then I heard about this program from, of course, the wonderful Anton Delgado was one of the people who told me about it initially, who unfortunately is no longer with us, but he was such a champion of our Jeffco kids, our Jeffco schools, and the Serving Kids program. So, Pam, would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
A little bit about myself. I was an educator for 32 years. I worked in mostly Jeffco those 32 years. I taught in elementary, and then I moved into instructional coach and then into the ad building. And I have always had a passion for children and meeting their needs, and whether that's educationally or physically, mentally, whatever they need. I just felt that we really need to give it our all. And when I retired, I was looking for a way to give back, because suddenly you're not with kids and you're not working and you're going, what can I do? And a friend told me about Serving Kids. And for me, it's perfect, because there are children who are in need and they need to feel good about going to school and clothes they feel good in. And I had those kids because I worked mostly in Title I schools. And so I know those kids and I know how they feel. And I wanted to help them out. What I really appreciate about the program is, as a volunteer, I never meet a child. I just get the orders, we sort, we get the clothes together that child needs. A driver takes it to the school, and the people at the school take care of getting it to the children. So I never have that contact, which I just think is very honoring to children, which is another huge piece for me. I always want the kids to feel confident and honored and not ashamed of, I need to choose or something like that.
So that it's pretty impressive. And over the years, I know so many of you, and you're all retired educators who
Yeah.
are still giving back to our Jeffco kids. The process is just amazing that, there's the confidentiality piece so that nobody ever knows who's getting the clothes or who needs assistance. But knowing that you're all educators and who are the nicest people I think I have ever worked with, so especially in volunteer capacity. At one point, there was a store that closed down, and a friend of mine happened to say, "Oh my gosh, what happens to these clothes?" And then we're going to throw them all away. So we had a race car truck, the trailer parked outside my house because she went and got that from her family, brought it to the house here. And it wasn't just my front room that was dedicated to serving kids at that point. So there were shoes, there were dresses, it was everything. It moved into the dining room as well. And a whole team of retired educators came to the house to sort everything and get things to where they needed to be. So, I mean, we've had a lot of support with that over the years, but I want to make sure that our younger parents know that this is still, and our community members know that this is still a thing. We still take these clothing. And of course, there's a drop-off location at Quail, at the Quail building for Jeffco schools. But in addition to that, if you go to the Serving Kids page on the Jeffco Schools Foundation website, and you go to that project, Serving Kids, it's got me, my friend Kay, my friend Catherine, and my friend Kristen, and we all still donate our porches so that anybody can drop off their clothing items in good condition, new or used, other than, of course, undergarments. We want those to be new, but new or used, and everything sort of ends up filtering back through my house. And then you and your husband, so we usually see you about once a week. So it's a really, it's an amazing program, and you have such wonderful volunteers doing this for our community. Can you tell me what the needs are like in our schools now?
It seems our needs are really, really big. I don't know that they've gone up, but there are a lot of needs. We get a lot of orders in from a principal or a liaison at the school. A social worker can send us an order, and we have a lot of needs. I mean, from clothing size 3 all the way up to adult sizes, men and women. Coats are, it's winter. This is really hard to get coats right now. We would love coats to come in. We would just love any of your gently used clothes to come in, and shoes. And like you said, socks and underwear we take care of. We make sure those are new for the students, but they need tops. They need anything you would send your child to school with, our kids need to. So they need all those clothing items. We don't do backpacks. We don't do lunch boxes. Those they can get through other organizations. But for us, we just want to make sure the kid feels good about going to school. They have a great hoodie that they love, and they're going, "Ooh, this is a nice hoodie," or great joggers, that they can wear and go, "I feel good today. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to learn."
Well, we are very grateful for the work that you do, and so many years of commitment. You're an absolute pleasure to work with. And we're going to encourage you, everyone that we know, to give your clothing donations to our porches. So, and again, we're not the ones who take, the families don't come to us to get it. Just our porches. You can leave your donations there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You don't need to make arrangements. You just drop them off. You don't even need to ring the doorbell. In fact, some of the volunteers have dogs that just go, crazy if you ring the doorbell. Not me. My dog loves to see you through the window, but just drop off those to our porches, and we'll make sure that everything gets back to our kids. It's a wonderful, wonderful project. Make those donations. Of course, you can make, checks payable to Serving Kids, send it to the Jeffco Schools Foundation, or they're doing Colorado Gives as well, in addition to my organization. But you are an organization, a group of people that are near and dear to my heart. So you are so wonderful.
Thank you. You too. Every one of you who collect clothes for us, everybody who puts forth that effort or tells people about us. I just think it's great, and we help so many kids during the school year. You wouldn't believe how many, and every kid can apply twice a year for new clothing. So even if a kid applied already this time in January, they can apply for more clothing because kids grow. So we always need more and more clothes.
Right. And we go through clothes more and more and more. So, and they apply to their school social worker, right? They just have a conversation with the school social worker.
I think so. I think that is through their school. The principal is someone they could talk to if they have a family liaison person at their school. Definitely those people. But just say, we're trying to get some stuff, and I heard about Serving Kids. Somebody will get the paperwork going.
Great. Well, Pam, thank you. So thank you to you and your husband. He's so wonderful, and all the other volunteers. Everybody, if you would please, when you see this video, we are asking you to take this and share it. And you're going to have the link to the Serving Kids page on this post as well. So if you can click on that link, it shows you where I am, so to drop things off, and where the other volunteers are to drop things off. Of course, you can go to the Quail building at, Jeffco Public Schools. There's a drop-off box there too. But the rest of us are 24 hours, 7 days a week. Please drop your donations when your kids grow out of your clothes. So if they're shoes that are still in really good shape, if they are, if you're inspired and you want to buy new underwear, bras, any of those kind of things, you see a good deal at Costco, socks, please feel free to buy new too. We've had some companies over the years that purchased coats and sent them to my house. You're welcome to do that as well. So please share this, share the link, click on the button and you're going to also see those addresses, and you'll find one close to you. We have north, we have south, and we have central. So, and we have mountains. So if you would please share this, we would be eternally, eternally grateful. And if you have questions, just pop it in the comments and either Pam or I will see it and we'll answer you. So thank you. And Pam, you have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for
You
everything.
have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Yay.